Take action now. If you lost your job from an injury, or you just can't work no more, or you think you too old in your 40s and 50s, think you think it's too late to retire nicely, or you're a CNA, CMA, you work in the nursing field getting paid low wages, you need a side hustle. This is for all of y'all. This video is for you. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will be reminded every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. Me. First thing I will learn is, while I'm out of a job, I will learn a new skill set. And one thing about me, I had to force myself to learn investing. Force myself. Like, for example, I had to say SoFi over and over. I have to even remind myself, like reminding you for your own, like learning your own phone number. That's what I had to do. I had to say SoFi, SoFi. Okay, when I get paid, I'm going to put my money in the SoFi. I'm going to open up this high yield bank account so that I have an emergency fund that's just growing and growing interest. So I kept saying SoFi, do it this Friday, SoFi. When I get paid, put in SoFi, SoFi. I had to keep reminding myself. So I had to push past the limits to start investing into myself and creating wealth. I had to. And it's going to make you to where you're going to get so frustrated. You don't have no income coming in, or you have low income coming in, and you just going to pull out your hair, and it's just going to also interrupt your health, because you're going to get unhealthy. You're going to get, frustrated. You're going to get, all that confused. You're going to get stressed. All that is going to determine your health, because it affects your health when you get stressed out. It affects you. A lot of people don't know that, but it affects you. But let's go back to what I just said. So I will take a step, open up me a high yield savings account. So that way I know that if I only got $50 in my savings account, that $50 is growing. That $50 is creating interest. That $25 is creating interest. That $10 is creating interest. That's one step in the back of my mind I can check off the list. That's my stress level going down right there. And then what else I would do is I would teach myself how to invest. And these videos that I'm shooting out for you guys, this is what it's doing to help you. I would teach myself. First thing I would do is I would say, okay, Brother Rain's YouTube is talking about dividends. How can I get into dividends? And then I will use Google. I will Google how to get in dividends. I will use ChatGPT how to get in dividends. And once I study for myself how to get in dividends, and then I will say, okay, he's right. He's right. I got to follow some more of his strategies. And then I will say, the next thing I would do is, once I open up SoFi, and SoFi is so powerful, guys. It's an online banking system that pays you interest. Plus, they will give you $25 just to open up a savings and a savings and checking account. And you could keep your regular bank. You could keep your regular bank and just try SoFi. And then they also have a built-in broker account to where you can invest. So this is what I would do. I'll create a new skill set. And then I'm going to show you a video, guys, right here. Here go a video. First, this is in SoFi now. SoFi has a lot of advantages. You don't even have to download Robinhood. You don't even have to go to E-Trade. You don't even have to open up another broker account. You can just do this all in SoFi to keep your money close, to keep your emergency fund into this high yield savings account. You're keeping everything close, because right now, my thing is, I got to create income. I got to create income. I got to create income. I got to create a side hustle. So I'm going to keep all my money close, because I don't feel safe to put my money in this account and that brokerage account and that brokerage account. And then my mindset is going to tell me that I'm going to have to wait for it to go into my bank account. Why not have everything all in one? All in one, a 3-in-1 mechanism, which is SoFi. And so now I can grab some money out of my bank in SoFi, and now I can invest. What I would do is I would invest into stocks that will make me some money. That will literally make me some money no matter which way the stock market go down. I want to be able to sleep peacefully. And so what I would do is I would get with a stock like dividends and REITs. And here go one of the REITs. Main Street Capital is one of the REITs. And let's say I only have $5 to my name. If I only have $1 or $5 to my name, I'm putting it into that stock. That's the beginning of creating generational wealth for you guys. And this is for the low end person that's only making 20,000 a year, 30,000, or lost their job but have a little money. This is what you can do. This is the beginning. Now, after you do these steps, you're going to feel motivated now. You just created a generational wealth. You just created a side hustle for breaking generational curses. Now you're going to be motivated. Now you're going to be like, now, okay, I need to keep building this account. I need to keep building. I need to keep buying more shares. I need to keep buying more shares. So you're going to force yourself to work more. You're going to force yourself to find you a cheap job that's going to just make you some money to put in here. And now, I must tell you guys, do not put all your eggs in one basket. When you start putting money into this stock, start putting money into your emergency fund through SoFi and let that build interest. Now you got money growing into your emergency fund and you got money into your stocks, all through SoFi. And it's free. It's free to join SoFi. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes. They'll send you a card a week later, or 3 to 5 days later, they'll send you a card. You'll be good to go. So now you didn't created a side hustle. The more you put in, the more you get back. And then when you get into these dividends, and if you want my top 10 REITs, link is in the description. Grab those top 10 REITs. What's a REIT? A real estate investment trust. These are stocks that's going to pay you monthly, regardless of the stock market. They're going to pay you. They withhold 90% of their profits to shareholders like me and you. So they're going to pay you no matter what. The stock market can be crashing. You're going to still receive. You created a side hustle. You created generational wealth. You broke generational curses. And this is you working, only making 20 to 30,000 a year. Maybe 40,000 a year. This is you working a regular job. This is you laid off. Now you're learning. You're learning how to invest. I had to force myself to invest. I had to learn what are the best stocks that's going to make me money now. And I start pulling it up. I chat GBT it and pulled up REITs. I pulled up dividends. And then once the dividends pulled up, it showed me that these pay monthly. I want to be able to get a check every month. A check every month is like Social Security or retirement. You get a Social Security every 1st or the 15th of the month, right? Depends on the schedule. So you get a check every 1 month. Why not get a check every month through stocks to where you don't have to even worry about or worried about your finances? And I just gave you the perfect strategy right there. And then start investing in the people. What do you mean by that? Go out there and give somebody $5, $10. If God led to you to give somebody $20, do it. Invest in the people so what goes around comes around. So when karma comes back and bites you in the butt, it's going to come back in a good way. Or so when an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth happen to you, it's going to happen. And then what you do to others, the others will be doing unto you, will be investing into you. That's what I would do if I was, making only $10, $12 an hour, or even $14 an hour, or even lost my job. I will create a skill set. I will learn how to invest of this video, what I just showed you in this videos that I just showed you right there. I will learn. I will study each stock that I'm going to put my hard-earned money into, like Reality Income, like Main Street Capital. I would say, what's Main Street Capital? I'll Google it. I'll chat GBT it and I'll study it. I even go to the website and look at it and say, okay, Main Street. This is how you forcing yourself to learn how to invest. So I'll say, okay, Main Street Capital, they pay in over 3% in dividends, over 5% in dividends. Realty Income pays over 3% dividends. Main Street Capital pays over 5% dividends. I'm in. And then they also own these. Oh, yeah. And then the history, they've been paying dividends for the last 40 years. I'm in. Do that, guys. And then you will be becoming financially able. This is what millionaires, billionaires, and high figure earners do. They got their money, they got their emergency fund in a high yield savings account, which is SoFi. Link is in the description. And then they also, after they do that, they set it up and then they golden. And then they rinse and repeat. That's what you need to do. Rinse and repeat. Because now you're going to feel more confident. You're going to want to wake up every morning and go to work because you know you got money coming in each month, no matter what. I love you guys. I hope this video helped you. That's what I would do if I was working under really low wages or didn't have a job. That's what I do. I create a new skill set. I love you guys. God bless.